Hello, everybody. I am here. Come on in. We're going to talk today, day 6, about the energy of money, the energy of abundance. So come on in. I am a bit late, and I apologize for that. Had a few things kind of pop up. One of the things I sent out day 7. Oh my gosh, we're on day 7. We're not day 6. And I said day 6. Um, It's a Monday for me for sure. Oh my goodness. So I sent out day 6 email this morning with the recording in it for everyone and realized I forgot to actually add the recording in. So the second email has that in, and I apologize for doubling up in your inbox. But it's out there. And then I had a couple of reschedules, and then it was like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, I'm not ready. Just need a few minutes. Okay, we're going to get started here in a minute. The energy of money. First of all, I want to say happy birthday to Soulfully Aligned Women here in the Facebook group. We are 5 years old. Can you believe that? 5 years old. So, how Soulfully Aligned Women came about was in 2017, I published my book, The Creation Guild. And so Soulfully Aligned Women grew out of this book. So this book was something within me that I needed to write. It needed to come out so powerfully. In 2016 was when I wrote the book, I published it in the spring of 2017. And from there, I started growing workshops, painting workshops, Dream Mandala. The Dream Mandala workshop came out because in the very beginning of the book, I talk about how I've used Dream Mandalas in my life for the last, 25 years. I've used Dream Mandalas to consciously create in my life. Now, Dream Mandalas are very similar to a vision board, but there's no cutting and pasting involved. And we now use sacred geometry mandalas as our foundation. And there's a whole process around tapping into your heart, into your desires, and then creating on that dream mandala. So that came out of it. But also, then I started thinking we need a place for women to gather. Soulfully aligned women. Hello. Soulfully aligned women is about gathering in a place where we can remember our heart, remember our soul, remember that we are walking every day in our heart and soul and keep coming back to that. So I see, hey, Sandra, hello, good morning. Um, I see soulfully aligned women as almost like this beautiful spa for your soul and your heart. It's like you come in, you rejuvenate, you get filled up again, you remember your power and you walk in that empowerment, and then you go back out into the world. So it's a place for all of us to gather and be here. And so my intention right from the very beginning was that, and was a place to fill up on positive energy. And it still is. That is still what Soulfully Aligned Women is all about. And from that, like 5 years ago, I started creating more programs. I put the Dream Mandala workshop on to Teachable so that you can access it through Teachable. I started creating many more empowerment programs, creative empowerment programs for women. And now I am creating my certification program. I'm so excited for the launch of this program that is starting on August 5th. And we do so much in there between that soulful journey, that, you know, creative mystic within us, accessing that beautiful mystic within us, and really developing that relationship, allowing our gifts to unfold and come forward in a safe environment, learning how to walk with reverence and grace in that sacred power, learning how to call that into your life, and also then how we bring that out into the world. So on day 6, I talked a little bit more about that soulful entrepreneur. So I hope that you're getting caught up in all of the days here. And today I want to talk about the mindset that we go through for money in the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic program. A big part of the whole program is mindset, is continually reframing, continually shifting our perspective into our higher visions. There are there's so much pulling us in this world that we need to continually have a practice of coming back into the power that we hold within us. And money mindset is a huge part of being a soulful entrepreneur. We're not doing this just for the fun, although it is absolutely something I continue to do. Even if I wasn't getting paid, I would continue to do it. Because it's such a passion for me. But we want to make money too. We want to be making money. We want to be making a living off of this because this business that we're creating, because then we can do more in the world. We can have more impact. We can choose to, you could donate to charities, you could pay for your children's education, you could take trips, you can go on all those amazing retreats that you've been watching and going, oh, I wish I could do that, right? So there's so much more we can do. And when you do a retreat, you come back refueled and rejuvenated, and you're like so much bigger and brighter and expanded. There's so much we can do. Um, my life has changed so much in the last 7 years. This is pretty much year 7 because I started my book in 2016. And I look back at the energy that I held back in 2016 when I wrote my book. It was like it powerfully came through me, it channeled through me. So it did as much for me as it does for anyone reading it. But I was still very tight in my energy around money and around abundance. And I was learning and growing. And my desires were to have a lifestyle that I had time to be creative, that I had time to write, and that I had the money to be able to go shopping with my daughter whenever I wanted. That was kind of my mindset back then. I just want to have a life of a little more ease and fun. And I I am heading out tomorrow to a vacation with 3 of my girlfriends. We've been doing this together for 5 years now. I think this is our 5th year. We fly out to the coast and we stay at a spa for 4 days. And it is absolutely luxurious. It's so, it is so rejuvenating, refueling, right? And I remember the first time we went, I was really, really nervous about the money that I was spending. I was like, oh, I hope I have enough. In fact, I think I even prepaid on my credit card because I was just worried that I would get to the counter. I was anxious that I would get to the counter at the end of the week and go to pay, and my credit card wouldn't go through. And there was this choking anxiety within me, and I was like, I can't relax and enjoy this spa treatment until I prepay. So I prepaid a big chunk of it first so that I could relax through the spa, right? And now when I'm going, I'm like, I'm not worried about the money. My life has changed and shifted and allowed me to relax around that energy of money. And I want to ask you, what does the energy of money feel like for you? because these are some of the things we work through in the program is the energy of money. What does the energy of money feel like? And I want you to even spend the next couple days thinking about that. Think about the energy of money, really sink into it. And then sink into what is the energy of abundance. And maybe we could just, pause for a minute right now for you to journal that. First of all, the energy of money. What does the energy of money feel like? So take a minute here, take a deep breath, and imagine you have money and the energy of money. And I'll take a sip of my coffee here so you can think. And now think of, and if you're watching the recording, you could even pause me right now. What is the energy of abundance? What does the energy of abundance feel like for you? And is there a difference between the two? And the other thing that I spent time on, and we do spend time on this, is the energy of wealth. What does the energy of wealth feel like for you? These are very important energies that we need to learn to feel. We need to become sensitive enough to put our feelers out, tap into it, go, okay, what's this feel like? Take the time. I remember the first time I thought about what does abundance feel like? Because I'd never had really taken time to think about that, and I'd never felt like I had abundance in my life. I've always felt like I had abundance of love, as I'm married to the most amazing man. And we have three beautiful kids who are now adults. And I have three beautiful grandchildren. So a love always felt abundant for me in my family. But abundance of money, abundance of being able to do what I want when I want, that freedom, that feeling of freedom, that wasn't that wasn't ever available to me. I grew up with not a lot at all. We didn't have a lot of money. It was money was always a topic of tension, arguments in my home. When I was a kid, it was the source of unhappiness and scarcity and fear, a lot of fear around it. I remember my mom held a lot of fear around paying bills, around having enough money for groceries and putting food on the table. And it was very, very like you didn't take more than your share. You were given, a glass of milk. Like we were always given 3 meals a day, but there wasn't extra. And you didn't take more than what was put on your plate. And so, and there wasn't a lot of treats or anything like that. So money was a scarcity in my life growing up, and that put a lot of patterns and beliefs into my head that you have to work really hard for money, and money doesn't grow on trees, and all those different beliefs, and definitely the fears rooted in having money, managing money, and not enough money, not enough to pay the bills. There's never enough to pay the bills, right? And so that pattern continued into my adult life for many years. And it wasn't until I started to do this work and started to shift and change that everything started to loosen up. But I remember thinking about the energy of abundance once, and my husband and I had bought this spa berry hot tub for our anniversary. And it's kind of a two-man hot tub, really, really nice size just for the two of us. And it was on our deck. And I was out there one night alone in the hot tub, and I had a glass of wine, and I was like laying back, it was dark out, and I could see, stars, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I am so grateful. I'd always wanted a hot tub. It is just, this is a dream for me. And I'm so grateful for this. I feel so abundant. And all of a sudden it was like, ding, this is what abundance feels like. And I had been, for about 3 days before that, I had been kind of mulling that over. What does abundance feel like? What's the energy of abundance? And it was in that moment that the light went off. And I'm like, oh, abundance is gratitude. It's feeling so grateful and appreciative of what you have. That's the energy of abundance. The energy of money isn't that. The energy of money for me was playfulness, adventures. Like I had I was sitting there thinking one day, what if I had a stack of cash in my closet? What if you had a stack of cash that never depleted, that was just stacks of money in your closet? What would that feel like? Ah, freedom, adventures, excitement, right? The ability to just do and have fun. Oh, that feels good, right? That feels really good. And it's funny because a couple days after I did that, we sold our travel trailer that we had had up for sale for a little while, and we sold it. And we sold it for $15,000. And the guy came and he paid in cash $15,000. So it was like this stack of cash and of $100 bills. And it was like, I put it in my closet. I was like, I have a stack of cash in my closet. I love it. It felt so good. And I phoned my daughter. I took a picture of it. I phoned my daughter. I'm like, look, I did it. I have a stack of cash in my closet. And this is so much fun. Okay, so tapping into the energy of money and the energy of abundance is really important. What does it feel like for you? And the energy of wealth. For me, it was like, oh, the energy of wealth feels like a big, warm, comfy blanket. It feels like if I imagine there was all these potholes in my yard and abundance or wealth just fills them up, right? Fills them up, makes things more solid, creates a foundation of security and comfort. And so I'm going to urge you to take some time to think about the energies of abundance, of money, of wealth, and what does it feel like for you? The physical form of money is money comes in, we spend it, it's gone. We discredit the money once it's out of our life. It's like, money comes, money goes. The energy of money feels like independence. Yes. Yes. I feel so powerful when I have money in the bank and I feel like I can handle anything, right? That's so true. Thanks, Sandra. The energy around having a zero balance on your credit card. That's like, ah, I got nothing to worry about, right? And I noticed that through my life, the energy of money, like I was in fear my entire life. even while raising our kids, there was constant fear of not enough money to feed them, not enough money to pay for the things they need for school, for clothes, for even activities. There was always this franticness. And so I was like on a treadmill, like this hamster wheel going round and round and round of the same energy. What I was putting out, is what I was getting. What I was putting out was what I was getting. And as I started to really work around the energy of money and my mindset and being more relaxed about it, then I started to see money coming in more, flowing in more. And that's the work we do in the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic. Because as a soulfully aligned magnetic entrepreneur, you need to get over any limiting beliefs that are blocking you from receiving and the exchange that you're giving. So the other thing here is money is energy. Everybody knows that money is energy. It's an exchange. We say that. We hear that. But here's the thing that I've realized, which has really helped land this for me, especially in charging for my services. So when money comes into my life, I use it, I spend it, I exchange it for something else. When I am spending my money aligned, when I'm in alignment, when I'm spending my money, when I'm looking at a program that is making me get excited because I want to take this program and I need the money. Like I remember taking the first programs I took were about money mindset. And the first program was $1,000. It was like 995 US. So for me, it was more than $1,000 because I'm in Canada. So I remember oh my gosh, I want to take this program, but that's a lot of money. Holy man, how am I to spend that money on that? And eventually I got myself to the point where I did. I was so excited to give this woman my money. I could hardly wait to press the enroll button because I was like, yes, I'm doing this. I got to that point. And what that money did was it expanded my energy of money. It expanded my energy of abundance. It expanded my energy of comfort and ease. And every time I purchase in alignment, my life expands in so many different ways, in so many beautiful ways. Every time, and even just you purchased, you purchase a new pair of shoes, right? The most beautiful shoes you've wanted. You purchase these beautiful shoes, and your life expands because you feel radiant when you wear these fancy shoes. You feel empowered. You feel expanded. You buy something for your home. Let's say you have an empty corner and you've been looking at this beautiful chair and you can just picture it there, but it's like, oh, it's so much money. You take the money, you purchase the chair, and every time you walk in that room, you're expanded with beauty and comfort. And you just love your space. You're creating this beautiful space for you. Money expands. It expands abundance. It expands comfort. It expands ease. It expands in so many ways for us. It Money is the exchange to bring that energy into our life. When you purchase other programs for growth, you expand in so many ways. You grow in your wisdom, and you release old limiting beliefs and patterns and things that aren't serving you anymore. You are a whole new different person. What if the next program you purchase is the program that takes you to that leading edge, that takes you exactly where you want to go. What if the next retreat you take is the one that really helps you sync up to your soul? When we spend consciously, we get more. When we spend in alignment, we grow in our life. I see it like money coming in and my life expanding in so many beautiful ways. The energy of money has power to do that. We put way too much emphasis on the money and not enough on the appreciation of what is the energy that we're bringing into our life in exchange for that money. And this has truly helped me with how I charge for my programs and my services. For some people, the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic, which is $3,000, which right now is on for $2,700 until Saturday, um, they're like, "Oh no, that's way too much money. That's no way. I'm not paying for that." Okay, it's not valid. It's not worth it for you, but it is for someone else. It is for someone else. For someone else, they see it as the journey, the 9 month journey of changes and shifts and growth and new wisdoms and new potentials to come into their life, new possibilities of expansion and growth. And coming in with excitement is what I want for people. I want you to be excited when you come into the certification program because we are going to be together for a long time here and your life is going to change. If this is what you feel drawn to, then yeah, your life is going to change and shift for you. So you'll be able to feel comfortable with charging for your services because you see that as, you know what? This is something that could shift someone's life in the most beautiful ways that I have no idea. This is something that could be the thing that they needed the most. And I do truly believe that this is a powerful program. There is so much packed into it. It's 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 all there. It's all there. A lot of other programs out there, coaching programs, are really good and teach you the basics of coaching people and give you the scripts and the outlines, which I have too in mind, but they're missing that soulful, intuitive connection. It's missing that part. That's the part that will take you to amazing new levels in your life. And that's the money mindset part is what we do in the last couple months. Well, we kind of touch on it through the whole thing, but the money mindset focus is in the last couple months of the program because we build your business. We talk about becoming a magnetic entrepreneur, the energy, the foundational energy of that. And then we talk about okay, now we're going to exchange what we have grown over these last few months and expand it. We're going to exchange it for money so that you can keep going, right? And then you can keep adding in to your life in other ways. And if people come in and they go, "Oh, it's too much for me." It's like, "Okay, that's okay. That's okay." Because I know that you will find the right place for you. You'll find the right programs for you. But the women that come in and are willing to pay for this 9 month journey are the ones that are going to be fully committed to it too. This is not just a, you know, something you're interested in for this week. This is a journey that we're taking. And I want the women that are ready for this, that are ready to commit, that are excited about this new growth in their life, however it may turn out. And it doesn't mean you have to be doing a business right at the very end, but you will be ready for that. And you will have also the tools, the programs, the meditations, the handouts, everything to start teaching the Creative Mystic program to everyone else. So money is a big thing in our lives that we put a lot of focus and attention on. And what we need to do is shift our focus and intention into how will this expand my life? How is this money, this tool, this paper I'm holding in my hand or these digital numbers on my phone, how is it going to bring in more for me? More money, more abundance, more expansion, more beauty, more inspiration. What is it going to bring for me? And so we're so often like, oh, I got to pay the bills. It's the same thing, right? I'm paying the bills. I'm paying for my heat in my home, to have the comfort in my home. That's an exchange, right? I'm paying for the ability to turn the tap and have water. I'm paying for my car payment so that I can uh, drive this car around that gives me a feeling of safety and security that's not going to break down on me. Money is an energetic exchange, and we need to see it at the energetic level, not just the physical level of money in, money out, money in, money out. And when we start to shift into that perspective of the energy of money, money flows. It begins to flow more and more and more into our life. We expand. We welcome it in. We welcome it because we're so grateful for all that it is bringing in for us. And the gratitude is the highest vibration for abundance. All right. So I am off to enjoy my beautiful spa for the next few days. The link for the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic program, I will put that in here in the comments so that you have access to it. And also, it's on sale just until Saturday. Oh, you're so welcome, Sandra. Um, I'm so grateful you're here. It is a special just until Saturday. But day 8, because I said this is 8 days of unshakable power, quantum gifts, and your highest truth. Day 8 is going to be on next Wednesday, so a week from this Wednesday, and it's going to be creative playfulness, and we are going to be painting in the energy of abundance and expansion. That's what we're doing that day. So it will be in the afternoon, and I will definitely give you um, a heads up, and we'll gather and paint together. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for watching this, even on the replay. I see that all of the days are getting lots of people watching, and I love your comments. And thank you for all of you that are sending me messages. And I invite you to look at joining me on August 5th. This is going to be a beautiful, powerful journey. All right, you guys, have a great day. Mwah. And I will see you on the 26th. Unless you come to meditation, then I'll see you on the 24th. Bye for now.